We're at 11417 Dona, Dorotea in Studio City, California. We are inspecting the waste lines and the sewer line to see if we have any rotted out areas, any breaches. And we are running from the garage area at this time. And we have found an area where the cast iron and the clay connect, where the joint is separated, and that would be a point where we believe that there may be a leak occurring. We also have some cracking in the cast iron in certain areas. On the left-hand side, in certain areas we have seen that it appears that the seam may be splitting. We have run from the clean out in the garage all the way out to the sewer. And you can see on the left-hand side, at about maybe 9 o'clock area, there's a line. And we believe that's where the seam is. It's more pronounced out farther, which we will show you. We're pulling back now to the area. You'll see we're going to drop down in just a moment, and we're going to be underwater. There appears to be some cracking right here in this joint and at the bottom, and we may have a leak right at that joint at 25 feet. We get to 22 to 23 feet, and we're going to drop down. Oops. And we're at about 21 feet. And now we're hitting the face of the ABS pipe. You can see that we've got a gap. We've got a gap around that, especially on the left-hand side. And it's holding back water. It was not put together properly. And we may also have a crack in there. See if we can jump over. It's hard to see because as we pull back, we just drop. But that's a very likely area where we have a leak. And it is right where the hardwood floor, by the bathroom, off the laundry area and off the kitchen area, where the floor is dark. So we're going to mark this area out, and then we're going to go in just a little ways, and we're also going to mark out another section. We will take it back probably about 3 to 4 feet. So we're going to go in and locate this. Picture's going to get kind of wavy for a moment while we're locating. Okay, we've marked this area out. We've marked this area out right up against the front window, adjacent to the wall where the bathroom and the storage closet at the front of the house. Now we're going to go in a little ways. We're going to go in a little ways and see if we can pick up this area where we can see a noticeable line on this left side. I believe it's in this piece of pipe. It's at about the 9 o'clock area. It starts right in here. You'll see we've got a lot of buildup. Let's see if we get to another area. I believe that the seam's kind of deteriorating to a point. It may not have been that section of pipe, because it was pretty pronounced. Okay, there we're going into the clay pipe. So we pull back a little bit. You'll see just off to the left line. We'll follow it back. And you can see that line at about the 9 o'clock area. And you see the line here pretty pronounced at that 9 o'clock area. I believe that the seam starts to deteriorate. See here, and it'll start splitting. It's just older cast iron, and it's probably at the end of its life. We're pulling back, and there's a lot of debris, and there's a lot of buildup in this area. And the pipe may be thinner, pretty thin at the bottom, possibly. It's hard to tell. See the pipe more. Got some cracking in here at the bottom left at about the 7 o'clock area, but that may just be the buildup that's cracking. It's difficult to tell. Here on the left-hand side at about 9 o'clock, here in that area, which is only a couple feet, I marked that area too. See it right at about 9 o'clock area. Looks like there's an actual hole that has eaten through the pipe right in there. Then we pull back to about 20. And there's some crack just in the buildup. It's difficult to tell. And then we have this drop and this big gap in the pipe. And it's holding. And now we're back into the plastic, back into the ABS plastic piping. And we didn't see any issues in the ABS plastic piping back toward this clean out in the garage. The joints look okay. No breaks that we can see. And we transition again to cast iron for the clean out that we're coming back, but that is I'm sorry, that's still plastic right there, but we will transition back to cast iron right here. Looks to be pretty smooth and pretty clean right there. Now we're going to go on the roof, and we are going to try and run through a couple of the vents up there and see if we can find anything in the front bathroom. There's two back, and we're going to run right in between the two through the vents. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're up on the roof, and we're going to run through this 2-inch stack first, and we're going to run through the 3-inch stack as well. See if we can see anything. Okay, here, that's the vent. We're dropping down into the line. And making a turn. And we have a tie-in like for the bathroom sink. And joint looks okay. That joint looks okay. And then we're going out for the sewer. Now we're going to pull back. This 2-inch line looks okay where it drops into the 3-inch. Back in the 2-inch again, and coming back up the vent. And now we're gonna run through the 3-inch vent stack down into the sewer line. See any breaches in that line. Going down the vent stack. A lot of debris on the Those joints look okay. It's not holding any water. I don't see any major cracks or breaks. And then we're back out to the ABS plastic again. Getting into some pretty mucky water. Gonna run out. I'm gonna try and run out of waves and clear the camera. See if we get into the city sewer. Yeah, we're out there, but apparently we got too much debris on the camera lens. That line looked to be pretty good condition. We're going to pull out. And we're out of the 3-inch stack. Gonna wipe our camera lens off. Okay, now we got a clear camera lens. I'm gonna try and run back in one more time. Going down our stack. Our vent stack, making our turn. It looks good. And that joint looks good. That joint looks fine. Looks to be in good condition. Got a lot of fittings. Just have a cluster of fittings in that one area and then the ABS plastic. So we look to be in good condition there. We can get through this 1.5" stack. But we're going to try and see if we can run through the 1.5" stack. If it's not offset, we might get lucky enough to get down into it. The camera to try and run down an 1.5" stack. Okay, we're out of the, and we're going to move our equipment over. We've moved our equipment, and we're going to try and shoot down this 1.5" stack, but I don't know how lucky we're going to get. And we're going into a 2, and it's dropping pretty straight. It looks like we might get into it. Now this section of line looks to have a lot more corrosion, a lot more buildup in it than the other lines we just ran through during a remodel. And we do have some intrusion here down at the bottom, that bathroom sink stack. In that drain line for the bathroom sink. Then we're turning again and going through. Yeah, we can't get any further than that or we're going to get stuck. Going toward that 3" line. Has a lot of buildup in it, and we do have some roots right in that area. It's just after the turn for the bathroom sink. We do have some flies in there, which generally indicates a leak. That's where we get those flies from. It's very possible that we have a leak down in that drain line. Coming back up the vent. That section of line is not in real good shape. That section of line was not replaced during the remodel. It appears that the other, because they are very, very clean, those are not original from what we can see, but it does appear that they replaced this. They may have moved some fixtures around, but not moved this one. And that concludes our inspection.